right, so let's talk about really like the reason why we're here. You guys have won champs before.
Finally.
Obviously, we have Unique. We have teammates here in Clay and Attach. Slasher, you won it a couple years ago. SETH, you won it last year. What was it like finally winning your first ring?
It's indescribable. I think everyone else here can speak on it. It's like, it feels like winning any other tournament. I think all I remember was I just chucked my headset, was screaming, and then Damon and Ian were just sitting there. That's like all I remember. They were just sitting there chilling, and me and Matt were like,
they did it before.
Me and Matt were super hyped because it was our first one together. Yep. Obviously, we both just won our first one, and then the other two were sort of just like laughing. I remember Damon just like, like,
yeah.
He was shooting bodies, I think. Sorry. I think
it was not a good
it was not good. Yeah, right.
I think Damon was shooting and teabagging bodies, and I was just like, I was screaming. It was pretty crazy. Yeah.
Yo, I think that's what's unique is everybody here has given out some losses and had some victories with or against one another. Like, I think one of the big talking points really that we've had is like some of the biggest wins. And obviously when you talk Denial winning, it's against Optic, winners round 1. Envy, Optic winners round 1. So yeah, we'll get to that. And then for you two, like, what was that moment like? Because Attach, it was your first one. You're 18 years old. You probably did not expect you were going to win $100,000. And then Clay, again, a seasoned vet. And I think coming into COD Champs that year, I mean, I was a part of it. It was a crazy roster mania. Denial was, I don't want to say like
scraps. Yeah.
Sure, scraps. Yeah. And you guys just made it work. So what was that like for you guys?
I mean, it was crazy because Saints and Zoom actually went to team with you.
That is true.
Nameless.
Yep, and we sucked.
I gotta say thank you to them.
Yeah,
thank you to them for doing
cheers
that.
to those guys.
Possible. But we actually,
awesome?
we actually realized that we had a chance of being a good team because we thought we were all gonna suck. Because Clay wasn't like that good in the beginning, like at the very beginning, the first 2 events.
Joe had me running a sub.
Yeah. And then,
I play man. I play man. Yeah.
And then we actually played, I think, you guys in like a league match or whatever it may be. And we were down 0-2. And I'm like, yo, it was comeback uplink.
Yep.
And we were down 0-2. I'm like, yo, if I win this, I'm going to give you guys each $10 if we win this map. And we won the map. And then we won the next hard point. So we took 2 maps off them. We ended up losing game 5 to Optic. But we're like, okay, we actually like showed some signs of life. Like,
was that regionals or?
No, it was
the online
league. 2K.
Okay.
You're telling me you guys caught fire over $10?
No, it was the comeback uplink. It was when you guys were the best comeback uplink in the game before the spawns changed, and we were down 0-2, and I was like not happy where I was at, and I was like, I'm just gonna play these league matches out with them just so I'm not like being a loser. Like I wanted to get traded. Like I was like, this is only temporary. I'm gonna get traded. And then the comeback uplink, we won it like the last second, like dramatic fashion. I was like, wow, we just beat Optic at uplink comeback? Like that's actually crazy. And that was kind of the first spark for me. If that map didn't happen, then we wouldn't have stayed a team.
Yeah.
One
comeback uplink.
You should have won that map.
$10 bet. Got Denial.
I was in high school too, so $10 was a lot. That's like $30. That's a lot. That's a lot of money.
You guys are just pissing me off.
It was and just like the moment of us winning. I mean, we played well at season 1 and then got 3-0'd by them in finals. And then at regionals we played well, lost to TR in I think the second round, but then came all the way through the losers and then lost to them in the finals 3-1. And so we knew we were like had a chance. And so winning, I know for me at least, was a lot of validation. Like it was just like finally like I had every other accolade. I had X Games gold medal. I won ESWC, Gfinity, MLG, UMG, and the last thing I needed was a ring. And so like that moment, I remember it was like he was defusing the bomb on Riot SMB.
Oh yeah, I remember it. Yeah.
And like we had a retake planned for if they plant that bomb site, and we executed it perfectly, and it worked to perfection. How we practiced, how we went over it. And what I knew was like we got Faceno, and just that moment as he's defusing, like me and Cap are standing up, just like looking at his screen,
just
like,
watching.
Come on, all right, let it take down, and then that just moment. It's just so much validation, just in that very moment, the cannons, the confetti, like the crowd screaming, we're all screaming. It's like a moment of pure ecstasy.
And now for Slasher, you won it in 2016 with Envy, Black Ops 3. And this was Black Ops 3 the first year? It was at the end of the year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because AW was like 3 months, March, something like that. Yeah, March.
Late March.
All right, we'll get to that. That'll be sort of a different discussion. But like, what was it like for you?
I mean, for me, I personally disagree with Seth a little bit. I think it was not like another event. Like even the events I've won this year, like I can't get that same feeling from winning like at all. Like in Black Ops 3, it was actually weird. I knew I was gonna win the tournament Saturday night.
When you
No. It was like we were in winners finals, and I knew they were eliminated. The teams left was like Nagafin's team,
Elevate
which we've
and
always
Splice.
beat them and Splice. So I was like, we're gonna win this tournament. So like I had the feeling Saturday night. I couldn't sleep the whole
You
night.
know, when you know, you know.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
you know, when you have that feeling, dude.
That's the only time I've had that feeling, though, to that extent. Like, other times I'm like, I can win this, but that event, I knew for sure I won. So I couldn't sleep the whole night. Me and Cap were up
And
to
then
like
you guys had like an early call
8 a.m.
time. It was 8 a.m. to like.
Me
go
and
there
Cap, I
practice.
looked at my phone. I remember me and Cap were talking the whole night, like talking about how we just won. And then we looked at our phones. It was like 5:30 in the morning. I was like, dude, we have to try and sleep a little bit. We slept for 2 hours. I woke up. I downed a Monster, splashed warm water in my face, and went and.
Yeah, because that was the year there was Snoop Dogg, so like we had to like
get done by like.
we had
3.
to like be done by a certain point
And
for
Wiz
Snoop
Khalifa.
Dogg. And Wiz Khalifa. Absolutely.